It was 3 years ago, almost exactly 3 years ago. And it was how to pronounce the letter R, the sound of the letter R in British English. And I was awful. I was very nervous. I was like, and this is what you do with your mouth. And it was terrible. But people liked it. And so thousands of people watched it, and people started joining this ridiculous channel that I'd done. So I did another one. And over the years, I really start. How did you start with English? Yours is not classroom English. It's not typical classroom English, which classroom English is great for passing exams, but it doesn't help very much when you actually speak to a native speaker. You know, I get lots of people saying, well, I've got a degree in speaking English, but I can't understand actual English people when they speak. Do you know? So how did you learn English? Because if you're following what I'm saying, your English is excellent, because I speak quite quickly. My channel is for more intermediate advanced learners, really. So where did you start?
So do you think confidence comes from knowing our strength or for accepting our weaknesses as well?
It's definitely a combination. Definitely a combination of the two. I've got lots of faults, huge number of faults. I'm well aware that my handwriting is terrible. These days, don't you find you don't write very much? You know, I someone made me this pen. You can't learn how to ride a bicycle from a book. From a book. You can't learn to swim from a book. You can try, but as soon as you go in the water, you'll drown.
Yeah.
You need to get in like this. You need to practice by what I'm saying. I said something took me donkey's years once, and meaning it's a British expression, donkey's years means a long time. And they'd never heard that because they're American, which is quite funny. Why are you talking about donkeys? But it's very awkward when you've got all this classroom learning and then suddenly you meet a native English speaker and you expect them to say, hello, how are you today? I hope you're well. Oh, I'm marvelous. Thanks very much. And they go, all right, there, girl, how's it going? Do you fancy going for a bevy or what? And you think, what language was that? Well, that's English.
Exactly.
You know what I made? So that's, well, 50 years ago, I made this pot. And it's awful. And you know what? I love it. It's been through to every home with me. It lives on my desk. I love this pot. And to anyone else, it's horrible. It's misshapen. It's not a beautiful pot. But just shows you, it doesn't matter if you're not perfect. I tried. And to me, it worked.
But it's not awful. It's not awful. It's a very beautiful part. Taking actions as well. So my question is, do you think self-doubt is always a weakness or can it sometimes actually help us grow?
Ooh, that's a deep question. I genuinely think nervousness, being nervous, which is part of self-doubt, I think some can help. Honest, just call me Steve.
Okay.
Just call me Steve. Everyone does.
Steve. Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Steve, to joining me today. I'm truly delighted to have you here. It's you are in my bucket list, and I'm looking forward to having this session for so long. So thank you so much for taking out some time for me.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. So how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. I've just been speaking to another English language YouTuber in a place called Kanpur in India.
Yes.
So you're my second lovely Indian person that I've spoken to today. How are you? That's more important.
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking me too. Thank you for your concern. So, as you are here on my YouTube channel for the very first time, so I would love to know about you.
Um, well, my name's Steve. I'm in October, I'm 66 years old. Um, and I run a YouTube channel called Learn English, Sound British. The easiest way to find me is just to Google Sound British as one word. And the logo for the channel is a little red bus like this. So just look for the channel, you'll find it, it's easy. I live in a place called Liverpool, a city called Liverpool in England. Don't know if you know Liverpool, do you?
No, I don't know, but I usually watch your videos. I am a big fan of your videos actually, because I have an Indian accent, and moreover, I want to work upon my accent. I love Indian accent actually, but there is always a room for improvement. So I thought I should learn, and if whenever I meet with any person whosoever has another accent, so I may comfortable while talking to them. So that's why I'm learning it.
Perfect. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Because we've never met before.
Yeah,
You're now my friend, obviously,
yes.
but tell me about you.
Sure. Coming to me, my name is Meenakshi and I'm from Punjab, specifically from district Jalandhar. So I am a homemaker, a proud mother of one daughter. Meanwhile, I am a spoken English teacher. Earlier, I used to work an immigration office, but after having my daughter, I had to quit my job. So there was nobody to take care of her. So it was the reason. So nowadays, I am teaching by sitting at home comfortably. Moreover, I am also running a small YouTube channel by the name of English with Meenakshi. So it's a nutshell introduction from my side.
Perfect. You've got great English. Just tell me your name again, because that was a bit difficult
Uh,
for me.
it's Meenakshi.
Okay. Can I tell you something about people in England in general, but people particularly from the northwest of England? So if this is the UK, on this side, where my city is about there, we're very famous for football, we're very famous for music. Lots of firsts in the world happened in my city. So um, the people there, um, when they like someone, they usually shorten their name. So if
Okay.
it's a long name, it gets shortened and shortened and shortened. So my real name is Stephen with a N on the end.
Okay.
And people who know me shorten it to Steve, and close friends and family will shorten it to Steve. So
Uh,
it's the shorter the name, the more we like you. Your name is too long for me.
oh
So
my,
I'm going to call you, if it's okay with you, I'm going to call you Min.
no problem. I
Because
feel
you're my friend now. So you're Min.
sure, why not? I would love, because my relatives, acquaintances, everyone knows me by my name Meenakshi. But if someone is calling me by another name, I truly feel very happy.
That's very good to know. It's a very much a Liverpool City thing. We shorten names of people we like. If we don't like you, you get your full name. So
Yeah, actually, I have only one name, Meenakshi. I don't have any nickname, but my daughter has nickname. My daughter name is Avreet Kaur, but we usually call her by her nickname Avi. Avi.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, I know in India you have lots of different languages, lots, hundreds of different languages. What's your native language? What's the language you were brought up with?
Yes, I'm from Punjab, so native language is Punjabi. Punjabi.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, your English is particularly good. Um, and you're right to talk about accents. Accents are great. I love accents. People talk about the British accent, but there's not just one. There are hundreds of British accents.
Hmm.
Some, to my ears, are great, and some perhaps not so much. Um, as I speak to people around the world, and I speak every day to people from all over the world, Japan, from Brazil, Nigeria, lots of different countries around the world. I have to say, one of the most difficult accents to understand is, in general, the Indian accent when you speak English. It's difficult for an English person, and it's because of the different way your own language works. You
Okay.
don't use your mouth, your jaw as much and as freely as perhaps English people do.
Hmm.
So as a result, you sound sometimes as though you're not moving it at all, and it becomes really difficult.
Yeah.
So yours is particularly easy to understand. You've got a lovely accent. I'd just say if you can just relax a little bit here and here. I'm pointing here because these are the two jaw bones, the joints in the jaw bones. If you just relax them a little bit, your sound will flow more naturally, I feel. But of course, in your own language, you have to make them tense and stiff. I totally understand.
Yeah.
But it's a tip that applies to lots of people from your country. Just relax a little bit in the mouth when you speak English. It'll be easier to understand.
Right, exactly. I'll definitely work upon it, and this method can help us more. So, thank you so much for your guidance as well. Okay, so as I have seen, like you also are very active on YouTube. You also have a YouTube channel and you have a lot of followers as well. So, can I know if you are comfortable? Like, why did you start your YouTube channel? What was the reason behind that?
Well, it was 3 years ago. We were just finishing COVID. You know, the COVID epidemic, and everyone was forced indoors. And I was really bored. I retired young. I retired when I was 49. You know, I worked for a branch of the government and they said, you can retire if you want. So I went, great. So I basically had a holiday for 10, 15 years.
Okay.
And then COVID happened. And so I was stuck inside and I was really bored with nothing to do. And a friend of mine said, um, what do you watch on YouTube? And I said, well, I like music, so I play the guitar, so I like watching music videos and things, that type of thing, my interests. And they said, well, during COVID, particularly in the UK, I presume it happened everywhere else, people were learning things. So we had fitness channels and cookery channels and people making clothes and sport and how to do this and how to do that. And I thought, I haven't got a skill. I haven't really got a skill. But what I can do is I can speak English. I'm British, of course I can speak English. So I started teaching online. And I loved it because I got to speak to nice people like you all the time, and it was really interesting. And I thought, why don't I just record what I teach online on
Yes.
YouTube? I've never done it. So I just switched on my camera, and this is my microphone. The little bus is actually a microphone. That's what that is. So I stuck on my microphone, and my first video was 3 years ago, almost exactly 3 years ago. And it was how to pronounce the letter R, the sound of the letter R in British English. And I was awful. I was very nervous. I was like, and this is what you do with your mouth. And it was terrible. But people liked it. And so thousands of people watched it, and people started joining this ridiculous channel that I'd done. So I did another one. And over the years, I really started enjoying it. I thought, well, what else can I do to help people speak English? So sometimes I just take my little camera. I have a camera that sticks to my chest as well. I just go for a walk and speak English about what I can see. Sometimes I have conversations in shops. Sometimes it's about pronunciation. Sometimes I write stories and read them. anything to help people learn English. And it's changed my life, genuinely. Hundreds of videos later, 3 years later, it's changed my life. This is ridiculous. The other day, I was walking in my city, and someone came up to me because they recognized me off YouTube, and it's never happened before. So I felt like a movie star. I was like, oh, have a selfie, I loved it. So yeah, it's changed my life. So if I can help someone, that's my philosophy. If you can help someone in life, help them. And hopefully that's what I do.
That's very interesting, I would say. 3 years ago, you have started your journey and you took the initiative. But how you are adding the value to society, you probably not aware, but we people are getting a lot of things through your videos, your channel. So it is helping us a lot. So thank you so much for making such a wonderful content for us, whosoever wants to learn this language more.
Well, that's lovely of you to say. Thank you very much. How did you start? How did you start with English? Yours is not classroom English. It's not typical classroom English, which classroom English is great for passing exams, but it doesn't help very much when you actually speak to a native speaker. I get lots of people saying, well, I've got a degree in speaking English, but I can't understand actual English people when they speak. So how did you learn English? Because if you're following what I'm saying, your English is excellent, because I speak quite quickly. My channel is for more intermediate, advanced learners, really. So where did you start?
Actually, I was curious to learn this language since my childhood, but I got chance to learn this language after having my daughter. So I started in the year of 2023, right? So I was zero. I started from scratch my English learning journey. But 1 year ago, I thought why should not start to YouTube channel, because I have seen many people are growing because they have their own YouTube channel. Why I am here today? Because of my YouTube channel. So it was the reason I thought I can talk to people from diverse background. They can help me. So whenever I talk to them, I can learn from their experience as well. So this was the reason. That's how I started. But now I can see the drastic change in my speaking, because I only know that where I started and where I am now. Right? I am not perfect, but still I am trying to learn many things and by taking help of many people. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. I can hear it. I'm a strong believer that if you need to pass an exam in English, and I understand that people do, it will get you a job, get you qualifications. It's a great thing. But once you've done that, you really need to start learning English like native English speakers actually use. And it's difficult. The English, you've got American English, Australian English, Canadian English, New Zealand, South African, Irish English, it's difficult. The vocabulary is roughly the same. So the words, wherever you hear it, if you can speak good English, you will get by in them all. I go to America a lot, and I get by. It's very unusual for an American to get confused by what I'm saying. I said something took me donkey's years once, and meaning it's a British expression. Donkey's years means a long time, and they'd never heard that because they're American, which is quite funny. Why are you talking about donkeys? But it's very awkward when you've got all this classroom learning and then suddenly you meet a native English speaker and you expect them to say, hello, how are you today? I hope you're well. Oh, I'm marvelous. Thanks very much. And they go, all right, there, girl, how's it going? Do you fancy going for a bevy or what? And you think, what language was that? Well, that's English.
Exactly.
and it's difficult. So what I would suggest, and it's only my opinion, is once you've got your exams out the way, leave that behind. Close your grammar books and throw them away. You don't need to know about tenses and adjectives and verb usage, things like that. Particularly stop doing those drills. I am, you are, he is, she is. It's boring and it doesn't do you a lot of good. Instead, start immersing yourself in English. Start watching English programs on the TV, on YouTube. Start listening to podcasts and radios. Start trying as much as you can to get English interaction into your life. Move away from the classroom English and be very, very careful of English teachers who say, oh, you need to buy my book on grammar. They're just after your money. There's lots of free resources. There's your channel, there's my channel. There's lots of things you can find.
Yes.
Start doing that instead. Don't give people your money. You don't need to. Get it all for free.
Actually, Indian people usually feel that what if I make mistake? What if I do this? What if I do that? People usually judge me, right? So here in India, people mostly have this fear of judgment. They first want to learn this language before speaking in English. But what I realized in my life, speaking comes only with speaking. If someone wants to speak in front of public or with anyone, they have to speak. No matter are they speaking in broken English or they have a good command over this language. They have to speak, then they can make a good connection with others as well. But if we go dig deeper only in grammar books, so we will definitely waste our time for long years, right? So grammar comes into the picture when we reached an intermediate level. But if someone is beginner, they should start from speaking, right? So nobody will
Absolutely.
judge them. Nobody will judge them.
Absolutely. You can't learn how to ride a bicycle from a
Right.
book. You can't learn to swim from a book. You can try, but as soon as you go in the water, you'll drown.
Yeah.
You need to get in
Yeah.
like this. You need to actually practice.
Practice.
Speaking is more than a mental thing. It's a physical thing. It's muscles. It's your tongue. Blah, blah, blah. It's your throat. It's your lungs. It's how you project your voice.
Yeah.
That's a mechanical thing. So that needs practice, just
Exactly.
like any other physical thing. So you're absolutely right. Speak whenever you can. Yeah. And
Oh,
don't be frightened of making mistakes. English is the world language. That's just the way. That's not a boast. I'm just saying it as a fact. English, the correct word, the phrase for it is lingua franca, or it means it's the world's common language. If you get someone from Germany who speaks German and someone from Italy who speaks Italian, and one doesn't speak German and the other doesn't speak Italian, they'll probably start speaking English to each other because that's the common language. So I'm just lucky that I was born in England. I speak English.
right.
Because of that, though, there's a bad side to it. Most English people can't speak another language because we don't need to. Wherever we go, people will speak English or manage to speak English to us. When you go to an airport, you see the signs and it's your own language and English. So we're jealous of people. We're jealous of people who speak another language. So if you or any of your wonderful viewers ever come to an English person and try to speak, no matter how bad you think it is, we're impressed. So don't be worried about that. We're impressed with you just for making the effort, because most people, we can't speak another language. So please feel confident to try and make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you don't make anything.
Yes, exactly. And for Indian people, it is not an innate quality for everyone, right? It means, I would say, for anyone here in India, but for foreigner people, it is an innate quality because they are born with speaking in English, I would say. But here in India, and I have seen that people like you will not judge me no matter how many mistakes I'm making while speaking. You will understand me and you will not see that how many vocabulary words and idioms I am using in my speaking. That's not a concern. But if someone is speaking in English with a foreigner, if they are understanding a person, they will definitely reply us politely. And there is, but for Indian people, sometimes people judge. So this is a main concern here in India.
Yeah.
you know
I understand. I understand that fear as well.
yeah.
I speak French badly. I speak German badly. I speak Spanish really badly, and a little bit of Turkish badly. But my experience is most people, almost 100% of people, they're quite nice around the world, whoever they are. And if you make the effort, they appreciate the effort. So I make mistakes in English all the time. You go to my channel on YouTube and I do a daily quiz I post a daily quiz. So every day I'll choose an English expression or an unusual English word, like donkey's years, meaning a long time ago. And I'll do a little quiz about that so people can learn a new expression every day. And because I do it every day, I do it in the morning. And so first thing, I come in, sit down, cup of tea, and I think, oh, what word should I do today? And I type it. I make mistakes all the time, usually with spelling. I'm not a very good speller. I spell, or I'll make something not right. And people come in and most of them really nice and say, oh, Steve, you put an extra L in that. Oh, I did because I wasn't awake, and I go and fix it. I'm making
Okay.
mistakes. Does
Yeah.
anyone really mind?
Hmm.
No, of course
No.
they don't.
Right. Because mistakes are part of everything. Mistakes are part of our journey, I would say. But I don't know, we should not feel because everything we learn by making mistakes, as you mentioned, bicycle, swimming. So they all are the part of making mistakes, falling down, and again, how we pick ourselves. So this is matter a lot. So today, actually, I pick the topic, but now we have, I guess, only 10 more minutes. But I would love to discuss only 1 to 2 questions related, which I picked for today. So, as you know, that we are living in the competitive world, all right? People whosoever have good potential, they are good in everything, but they have self doubt somewhere, right? Because of the self doubt, they don't speak, they don't show their potential, and stop taking actions as well. So, my question is, do you think self doubt is always a weakness, or can it sometimes actually help us grow?
Ooh, that's a deep question. Um, I genuinely think nervousness,
Yeah.
being nervous, which is part of self-doubt, I think some can help. I used to perform. I'm a guitarist, I'm a singer, and I've usually played to a few people. Sometimes I've played to hundreds, if not over 1,000 people on the stage. And I got nervous every single time before I went on the stage, every time. And I always thought it helped somehow. Do you know, a few deep breaths and a little bit of sweat. And then as soon as I started, then fear just went away. Because people want you to do well. Those people who came to see me wanted to be entertained. They wanted me to be good. And I could feel that, that love coming towards me, thinking, yeah, did they mind if I hit a wrong note? No. We just laughed about it and we moved on. And that's true of life in general. A little bit of nervousness is understandable. You don't want to be boastful. You don't want to be, oh, I'm great and this is what you know, you should like me because I'm wonderful at everything. I don't think there's a person on earth who's not crazy that doesn't get a little nervous. But perfection, striving, reaching for perfection before you do anything, that's your enemy. That will stop you even being good. So don't go for perfection. No one's perfect at anything, are they? No one is perfect. If you can just have a go, like we said before, make mistakes. Watch my first video. I would urge everyone, go to my channel, watch my first video. It's terrible. You will learn how to pronounce the letter R better, but watch how nervous I am. I'm blinking like this. I'm terrible. Then watch the last video I did and just see how much better I've got. I'm not perfect. I think I'm okay. I'm not perfect, but every video I do gets a little bit better and a little bit better. That's all you can do with life. Have a go.
Oh, wow. What a wonderful answer. And you cleared my doubt as well. And I also firmly believe that healthy self-doubt sometimes can help us. But if we keep doubting ourselves, so it can hinder our progress as well. Like if I have a healthy self-doubt, I can put it an action and start working upon it, and I can see the drastic change somewhere. But if I am just keep doubting myself and stop taking action, so somewhere I stop my growth, isn't it? So I would say we should not go for self doubt. As you have mentioned, nobody is perfect in this world. I also genuinely believe nobody is perfect in this world. Once you start something, you will be accustomed of that thing over the period of time. So we should believe in ourselves as much as we can, and accept your mistakes as if you have taken one more step further. So this is my opinion on this,
I
right?
think it's a good opinion. Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
opinion. Good things usually don't happen instantly.
yeah,
You know, you watch a great sportsman, a great footballer, and you think, oh, what a natural. Or you watch a great businessman, you think, oh, you've got all this money, you're so clever. They all started the same as you and me. They just worked really hard at it. But you don't see all that hard work. All you see is, here we go. You see the final finished article.
yes,
Life's
exactly.
not like that. We've all got to work at it.
That's wonderful. So, one more question. So, do you think confidence comes from knowing our strength or for accepting our weaknesses as well?
Um, it's definitely a combination. Definitely a combination of the two. Um, I'm I've got lots of faults, huge number of faults. I'm well aware that my handwriting is terrible. These days, don't you find you don't write very much? You know, I someone made me this pen. It's a beautiful pen. They gave me as a gift, and I can't remember the last time I actually wrote with it. It's on my desk. I can't remember ever writing with it because we use keyboards now, or phones, or tablets, and so my handwriting is terrible. It's really difficult to understand, and I could practice and get better, but
Yeah.
I don't need to do it anymore. So I know that's a weakness. So if I want to let someone know something. I type it and print it and stick it, send them an email. I don't write anymore. That's my weakness, and I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
Should I work on it? Maybe.
Right.
It's
Wow.
it's a tricky question, isn't it? Actually, I've just spotted something that illustrates our point. I saw a movie called Ghost, and it was in the 1970s, a Hollywood movie, and it was about a lady who falls in love with a ghost. And in there's a very famous scene where they make a pot, her and the ghost make a pot. And because of that, I was about 20, in my 20s. I joined a night school to learn how to make a pot. And I wanted to make a pot. And this, I think at the bottom, it says Steve Mack written on the bottom. This is the pot I made. So that's, 50 years ago, I made this pot. And it's
My,
awful. And you know what? I love it. It's been
oh,
through to every home with me. It lives on my desk. I love this pot. And to anyone else, it's horrible. It's misshapen. It's not a beautiful pot. But just shows you, it doesn't matter if you're not perfect. I tried. And to me,
wow.
it worked.
But it's not awful. It's not awful. It's a very beautiful pot. I'm really impressed, by the way. You have made it on your own. To be honest, I'm not sugarcoating you. It's a beautiful, actually. So I think we should try. So whosoever is watching this video, you can see the pot has made by Mr. Steve, and he has made it a long ago, but he still has saved it, right? We shouldn't try to be perfect always. Whatever the potential skill you have, try to come out of your comfort zone, right? And mistakes,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my god, it's a very normal and you can see in your path. So thank you so much, and I have more questions, but I guess we don't have time actually. But definitely I am looking forward to having more session with you. So if you will give me one more chance, definitely I'll clear my rest questions as well. But I would say I will never forget this day because I learned so many things from an experienced person in my life.
Oh, bless you. That's so kind of you to say. If you send me a YouTube collaboration link, I'll happily click it, and hopefully some of my viewers will come over to see your wonderful channel as well. It's been an
Exactly.
absolute pleasure.
Exactly. So thank you so much for being here with me and for sharing your insights. And
Bye bye now.
okay, so bye bye. Have a great day ahead.